Hey guys, welcome to this live stream. I'm going to be doing a few new setups on here, whether it's in the chat later or like in the live stream right now. Just give me a few suggestions. So, welcome, Mr. Mustafa.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing, Nick? In the Nick of Time podcast.
Yeah, we're having fun here. So I'm going to be happy, and I got some amazing videos for us to see on pyramid schemes.
Ooh, that's my favorite subject. MLMs and pyramid schemes, especially when you get to debunk them. Oh, they are my favorite.
Yeah, no, like these specific ones. Oh my god! Like, you know the show Dragon's Den and Shark Tank, right?
Yes. I watched them from time to time. Yeah. What about them?
So we had a few network marketers go on to Dragon's Den.
No way.
Yeah,
no way. It's been a while.
I got two videos that I got to show, which we're going to be reacting to.
Okay.
Yeah, them actually, and then also on top of that, like we're going to be giving our commentary in between and such.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so let me get and before we do, there's a difference. I just want to give out the difference between a real business and a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are scams. A real business is a business like my sponsor or affiliate, Christian's website, gamertech.ca. Please go down there and use the promo code NICK to get a $25 discount. It's in the description of this video. All right, so let's get this video started.
Also, just to clarify, some people get confused between MLMs and pyramid schemes. The only difference is one has a product, the other doesn't, but they're practically the same thing with just different names. Sorry, folks.
They're essentially a drug cartel. One of them has a laundromat in the front, and the other one doesn't.
Well, one is licensed, right? One is licensed, yeah. The other isn't.
All right, so yeah, this is the first one on the British Dragon's Den.
Oh, good. This better be good.
All right, so if at any point you want me to stop, you can say stop.
Okay, sure.
Yes, I haven't watched these videos.
Okay.
So these were sent to me by a friend.
Okay, yeah. No, this is also first time I'm seeing this, but yeah, let's take a look.
Oh, they got a science experiment set up.
Hello, Dragons. My name is Paul Lobo. This is Barry Ritchie. Our company is Air Oasis Limited. The purpose of us being here is we want £125,000 of your money, and in return, we will give you 10% equity in our company. Our product produces water out of air, and Barry is now going to give you a brief...
This is a magic trick, essentially.
Wait, how do you produce water out of air? And there's been no magic product that does that.
I'm guessing it's like a humidifier, some kind of thing. Do you know those humidifiers that used to like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's something like that where it collects condensation in air.
Okay.
But I don't quite know. And again, those would be they would be highly efficient because if you take it to some place like that's a desert, New Mexico or something, or extreme cold, so your actual market would be extremely
limited
for something like that. Again, like I'm not a pyramid scheme artist or I'm not a scam artist, so I wouldn't know what this piece of technology is.
But I want to hear these guys out. What the hell do they want to say?
Presentation on our product.
Hello, Dragons. What I'm going to do first of all is just give you a quick...
And again, doesn't this guy give you car salesman vibes?
Very quick.
Hang on. Like he's like especially the taller white gentleman. He definitely does give me that vibe. So yeah, he's definitely giving me that vibe that he's trying to sell me something. But even a car salesman, I would see you doing, I would still trust him more than this guy, at least by appearance alone.
Experiment just to show you what the end product that comes out of our machine, which is the pure drinking water itself.
So
if you'd like to pour me a glass.
It's almost pure as Nick Hill's soul.
Oh my God, Nick! Now let's continue watching the video.
Tap water from there. I'm going to take a glass from our machine, which we'll come into shortly. And this is water that's been made out of the air in the last hour. What we're actually going to do very quickly is just pop this electrolyzer in, which is going to pass a small electric current through this water. And shortly that will come up as a colour, and it will show you basically what's in this water. What we're looking for in the ideal water, it comes up yellow. This just shows that there's separated mineral grains in the water. With the other water in which we have here, this will go probably obviously a different colour, and it will show what's in there. As we're leaving that to fizz for a little while, I'll just tell you a little bit about this machine. We have
Pause. What is he trying to say with the colors? Did you understand that?
I have no fucking clue. That mineral thing is, if it's being purified from air, where the fuck are the minerals coming from?
Well, it's not only that. He hasn't even properly explained the science. He's going too fast.
Yeah, even then, what I think he's trying to do is like electrolytes or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what hydrolysis is, right? It's basically if you send an electric current through water the right way, what it does is it splits the hydrogen and oxygen.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
So like there's no fucking use of minerals here.
Yeah, because
if he's doing the science experiment that I think we're doing, this is like what I did in grade 11 for science fairs. Like there's no use of minerals.
Well, here's the thing. Like this can especially fool I think he's trying to fool the average person who doesn't know science, right?
Yeah.
Like for myself too, I'm not an expert in science. I might be fooled by this. So, but I still do have a lot of questions because he's going too fast. That went over my head completely.
Yeah, like for me, like I don't know it went over my head too because like I don't know what the fuck they're using minerals in this. Like what are you doing a mineral analysis with electrolytes for?
Exactly. Like what's the purpose? But yeah, let's keep watching.
Distribution rights to sell this machine throughout the United Kingdom. We also have Iran, Syria, as well as Sri Lanka, India, and Nepal.
Wait, I thought they said they were the owners of this company. How do they own distribution rights if they're the owners? Like that part doesn't make sense.
Wait, also the countries they mentioned, Iran. What are the countries they mentioned? Sri Lanka, Iran, Syria. And when was this video made?
Let me just check that. I should have like the actual links for this video in the description. This original video was reposted in 2019, but I'm guessing it's a really old video. Looking at the quality.
Okay, no, because I want to know because Syria is not in good condition at all. I would not even pick that as a market. Again, I'm not aware of the ground situation of Syria. Iran, I've personally been to Iran. I haven't seen anything like this. My last trip was in 2011. I went to Iran, and I did not see anything like this. And with Sri Lanka, this is an interesting location, but it's very I feel like. But why? I'm asking the question, why? Why those locations specifically?
Yeah, and I don't even, correct me if I'm wrong here, you're in the law field, but if these guys were, let's say, if they're people that had the ability to, for an actual legitimate company, they had the ability to come in here and pitch for investors, I'm assuming they're CEOs or high-end chairman or whatever, right, with actual equity over the business.
Right, yeah.
So why would they be worried about owning distribution rights?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one, and also the specific countries too. So yeah, let's keep watching because I do want to. Because we've already picked out some key things that are wrong with this. So yeah, let's keep looking.
Air is sucked in through the side here. It runs through a condensing unit like a dehumidifier. They are then passed through a
dehumidifier,
7-stage
like I said.
filtration
Okay.
system and a UV light to kill any bacteria whatsoever that's in the water, providing you with the purest, freshest drinking water on the planet. £4 million a day is being spent on bottled water in this country. We believe by educating the public and showing them our water is much better than bottled water, and we believe that this machine, with its electricity and running costs that produce water at 7 pence a litre, is going to change the way in which people buy water in this country. This is from the tap. That's what you clean.
Wait, first of all, I wouldn't drink either of these waters. Second of all, 7 pence per liter seems like a lot for bottled water.
Is it?
Yeah, like for bottled water, it seems like expensive, but it's actually not.
No, but like, isn't he referring to the cost of his own water? 7 pence per liter?
Yeah, I think so. Like for actual tap water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Dave. Dave's here.
Oh, Dave's here? Where is he?
He's in the comments.
Oh, hang on. Oh, there you are. Just drive by. Okay. Though, just drive by. Okay. Hi, Dave. But yeah, like what I also, but on a side note, I really like the money, like, you know, the card playing with the money thing. It's like, oh God, this is like, I love the shot there. So I love the, you know, the camera shot there.
Yeah.
But
like,
yeah.
What he's saying is 7 pence is almost like 7 cents. In a sense,
is it?
Right? Yeah. Let me.
Because if you convert 7 pence, British pence, into Canadian or US dollar, how much would that be?
Let me just check. Google. So that's around so 1 pence. I believe is like a 0.015 Canadian. So
wow.
So basically meaning like $1 Canadian is like 63 Great Britain pence.
You mean Great British pound, that is.
Yeah, Great British.
Oh no, Great British pence. You mean yes. It's $1 Canadian. It's 63 pence. So if you divide the Canadian dollar, you'll have to.
So if you're doing
9.
7, we're only looking at 10 cents Canadian.
Yeah, approximately 10 cents. Approximately.
Yeah, okay. So 10 cents per liter compared to bottled water is a lot cheaper.
Right. Yeah.
But when you're looking at tap water, 7 cents a liter. 10 cents a liter is not that cheap. You get it for a lot cheaper, especially in Toronto.
Right,
I don't know about Britain because like they got like salt water all over, but we got the Great Five Lakes here, so like 11 cents per liter. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, let's keep. What is he trying to do with those waters?
He's trying to show the minerals, but like if you look at both of them, they both have some sort of minerals in them.
Exactly.
Right?
Like, I don't know what he hasn't explained the science. Number one, he hasn't explained the science properly. He hasn't gone into the details. I have plenty of questions how the science works and which one is which. Like, this could just be an equivalent of a magic trick, if anything. Yeah. So he hasn't exactly provided the proper details. He's jumping the gun really fast.
Yeah, and like the last part, I wanted to. This is a huge myth. So for anyone watching, I really want to put it out there that minerals in your water are not bad. Having like your body needs copper, iron. Oh, hey, here's John Paul.
Oh, hi, John Paul.
Yeah.
Hi.
So yeah, we've just been watching some scam artists try to sell some water.
Scam art. Oh yeah, I've seen this guy. This is the one where the dude starts yelling at him. He's all like, "Oh, this is clearly a pyramid scheme or something, right?"
I haven't watched this video. It's my first time watching, so
it's like he's like selling water or something, but he's like, "Oh, this will purify the water minerals or something."
Yeah.
So you've seen this.
Like, yeah. So John Paul can be our expert on this.
Okay, there we go. He's our expert. All right, let's continue with the video.
And this is our water, ice cold.
They both look like piss.
Just with separated mineral grains. and we're welcome to take any questions you may have.
What the fuck do you mean separated mineral grains? They both have separated mineral grains in different colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Bold claims about the purity and great taste of their water, ambitious plans for market penetration. Barry Ritchie and Paul Lobo's pitch for £125,000 of investment in their company Air Oasis certainly hasn't lacked confidence. But what's behind their confident claims? Theo Pafitis wants to know.
What's behind their like desires and like pitch? It's the system. The system will fix everything.
Yeah, I think it's more the confident claims are, basically it's sum things up. When someone makes a very confident claim that seems very outlandish, you want to poke it a little more. This is a tip for everybody, even especially if you meet a marketing expert like this.
Yeah.
Poke them a little more to find the flaws.
Yeah, this is just general business advice for anyone, or just day-to-day life. It's your money. If someone wants your money, you have every right to ask them questions. If they have a legitimate product that they're selling to you, or they have okay, so in business, Mustafa, you can correct me if I'm wrong somewhere, but essentially business is there's a niche, which basically means there's a problem out there. You as a businessman are fixing that problem. So
it's not a niche. I would say need, right?
Yeah,
you're creating a need, and you're creating a problem, or at least there's a want or need that a problem needs to be addressed. You're trying to fix said problem with your product or service. That is.
So obviously, because people have the problem, they're going to have some questions on how this will solve it, right?
Yeah.
So if a business owner is getting mad at you for asking questions about their product, obviously their product doesn't meet all the needs of that
exactly.
business.
Yeah, so if they have to be able to do their due diligence in answering all your questions in the most satisfactory way possible. So they have to answer your questions. But let's continue with this guy.
Barry,
This
Paul,
guy looks
I'm Theo.
permanently
Hi, Theo.
angry.
Nice to meet you.
7p a litre
Yes.
sounds cheap when you compare it with bottled water.
Exactly.
Yes.
But it's not cheap when you compare it to just filter, because there's units like that just filter existing.
That's right. Without question. Without
Exactly.
The difference
Also
is these
sciencey.
don't need a water supply, so they will be very good in humid countries
Without question.
where you can't get water to a unit.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So the UK market's not actually going to be a very good market for this, is it?
Well, I think it is actually. There's a lot of people that are interested in reducing their carbon footprint at the moment.
Talk to me about it. How
48 million
How
pounds.
does this reduce my carbon footprint?
Okay.
That's a brilliant question, actually.
That's a brilliant, and that's a very bold claim from what he made, If people want to reduce their carbon footprint. Okay, how? Let's see how he answers this.
Okay, let's just look at the 808,000 machines that are out there at the moment.
Well, hang
They've
on.
got big plastic bottles on the top. The
Wait,
plastic,
hang-
there's no plastic. There's no bottled water. There's no diesel. There's no John in his shorts coming up.
Well, yeah, he's saying that shit, but what about actually the petroleum products required to create that product in the first place?
Well, not only that, where is he getting these numbers from? Where exactly is he getting these numbers from? And he doesn't even have them in his presentation.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a fucking presentation. He brought up a fucking billboard.
Yeah, and if anything, that should have been part of his presentation, how to reduce the carbon footprint.
Yeah.
So
if it actually does, that's a huge marketing point.
exactly, why would you not have that as a graphic? That's very essential.
To get all the bottles. So the whole process.
Mine are plumbed in. I've already dealt with it. They're all plumbed in.
Okay, well then.
No, Johnny doesn't turn up in his shorts.
Okay.
Right, it doesn't deliver anything.
But you're comparing a Mini with a Rolls Royce, because at the end of the day, this.
Wow, what a claim! What a fucking claim!
What? So you're comparing a Mini to a Rolls? Okay, I think it's a false equivalence. I think this is an example of a false equivalence, because now he's making some massive claims, you're comparing a Mini to, but who's the Mini and who's the Rolls Royce in this situation?
The water this produces, this is not Sainsbury's vodka, this is the best vodka.
Huh?
The Dragons are feeding.
This
Yo, it's
better
save the
taste like the
world,
best
man.
fucking water
It's
he
gonna
ever
save the
drank in his
world.
life. Yeah.
Like, this better taste amazing.
Yeah.
Feeling the full force of Barry's bullish sales
I've
pitch,
seen this video
James
before. I know
Caan
what they all
decides
say.
to seek
It's
refuge
funny.
in the company's finances.
Are you renting these, leasing these, or selling these?
Selling.
What's
no
the price?
renting, no leasing. We're selling this. This machine sells at £699.
Yep.
We have a domestic unit that converts tap water into pure water, which we're selling
Pure
at £500.
And what is it costing you to buy these?
They're coming into me at
Holy!
Okay, this
Look at
guy's
this
fucking
man
sweating.
sweating. Look at it. Could be the lighting. I'll give him that. It could just be the lighting. I'll be nice to him.
But even
Okay?
that, okay, let me explain something real quick, okay? Not everyone is good at everything. I sweat when I have to give presentations as well.
Mhm.
But the thing is, presentations aren't my job. I'm a developer. I program. I don't have to do sales for a day or presentations for a day-to-day basis for my career. Knowing full well that I have a disability when it comes to presentations, I will not go into that field. Or I will take an immense amount of training to get rid of my sweating before I go into that field. So if this guy's sweating fucking nuggets, doing what he for what he chose as his career, either he's shit at his job or he has a fucking scam.
Yeah, that's probably like it could be either or of those possibilities, or there's
Or
just
both.
something more, or there could be something more too.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Oh shit. One
No, it's a
sec.
conspiracy. They made it. The camera tricked to
These
make it
don't
look
need a
slick.
water supply, so they will be very good in humid countries. Talk to me about it. How
48 million
How
pounds.
does this reduce?
He's
Process.
Mine are plumbed in. I've already dealt with it. They're all plumbed.
The water this produces, this is not Sainsbury's vodka.
Bullish
Okay,
sales
keep going.
pitch. James Caan
best
decides to
vodka.
seek refuge in the company's finances.
All right, here's
Are you renting these, leasing these, or selling these?
Selling.
What's
no
the price?
renting, no leasing. We're selling this. This machine sells at £699.
Yep.
We have a domestic unit that converts tap water into pure water, which we're selling at £500.
just so people know, that's around 750 to 1,000 Canadian dollars.
oh
And
damn.
what is it costing you to buy these?
They're coming into me at £318 into the UK.
Okay, and you're going to retail that to the end user at 600.
£699. That's using a direct sales force.
A direct sales force, eh?
By selling direct to consumers, Barry and Paul are confident of healthy margins. But Duncan Bannatyne thinks he's spotted a flaw in their plans.
No, tell you what I don't like about this product is something you said in your pitch. What you're going to do is educate the public. You haven't explained how you're going to educate the public, and you're not
Yeah.
going to educate the public. The public are going to continue using tap water or drinking bottled water.
Duncan, soon as you do this test, which is very visual,
So are they going to go door to door and do this test? Like,
Yeah,
knock
are
on your knock on your door like a Jehovah's Witness?
Pretty much, this is what it looks like. You're gonna knock door to door, and that's gonna be a huge waste of time.
Bro, just go to a
the
studio.
Lord and
like,
Savior Nestle.
yeah. Why, just instead of spending 20K on hiring staff to go door to door, why not spend 500K, make a YouTube ad, and spread that on YouTube?
Exactly. This might as well just sell the machine itself.
Yep.
Right?
Paul,
Okey doke.
really,
Paul,
that's the education.
Paul, you can't travel around the country knocking on people's doors, going in with 2 glasses of water.
Is this guy a fucking 4-year-old? Why is he raising his hand?
Say to
Why?
people, look at the
Why
difference.
is he-
Buy one of these machines. You can't do that.
Yes, we
yeah.
can.
You
Okay.
can't.
Is this guy delusional? Yeah, he cannot do that.
It was
he
kind of like
can,
an
but he's-
Oblivion character.
Yeah, like he can do that, but he'll run broke trying.
Educate the public.
We've just got 100 kits in little cases. This is like the Kirby vacuum cleaner. This is the bugs under the on.
So Mustafa, do you know what the Kirby vacuum cleaners are?
Wait, what's the Kirby vacuum cleaner?
Oh, they're the guys that stand at a corner of a street and sell you a vacuum cleaner.
No
Like
way.
forcefully sell you a vacuum cleaner, and like they stop you, being like, "Do you need a vacuum cleaner?" Basically harass you till you
No
take a
way.
vacuum cleaner.
Yo,
Yeah.
That's
So
my
this-
dream job, yo.
This is
I
their
hope-
this is their business model.
Yeah.
They practically just admitted this
Yeah.
on
They're
that's
like the
un-
guys who whore themselves out like a Red District Amsterdam whore, and basically like tell you like buy the shit, or I'll kill you. Style of marketing.
Like this is so like this is horrible business. Horrible. They just admitted it.
Yeah, I know.
Microscope. We've got 300 people
You've got
signed up
little
already
cases.
to go out door to door on commission
Barry,
only,
Barry,
part-time,
Barry,
hairdressers,
Barry.
mothers.
Wait, so he's got 300 people hired on commission to go door to door.
I think they're called downlines.
Oh man, what is this?
Barry, the point I'm making isn't that you can't go around knocking on doors. The point I'm making is you can't afford to go around knocking on
He's
doors.
right, exactly.
There isn't enough money to go around knocking on doors and saying to people, look,
You'd
would you
happy
like me to come in and show you
surprise.
these 2 glasses of water and show you the difference, and then you can buy my machine for 500 quid.
Okay, but there is, because there doesn't cost any money. We've bought all the
What did that guy just say?
Oh my god.
kits.
Oh my.
The people are taken on a part-time commission-only basis. They get £100 a sale. They do 3 in a week. They get 150 per sale. It's good old-fashioned pyramid, multi-level direct
Oh
marketing.
my god! This guy just admitted pyramid multi-level? My god! Good old. Why would you admit that? Like, this guy just admitted it. What?
He called it a fucking pyramid scam on national television.
Yeah, why would you do that? Like, even to be a scam artist, you need fucking brains. This scam artist doesn't even have the brains. Oh man.
It's
Barry,
great.
have you
Oh,
sold
man.
Kirby
Yes.
vacuum cleaners?
Surprise,
Well,
surprise.
there you
Glazing,
go.
Kirby. I've done the lot.
I
16
had to
years old. I was
ask
the top salesman at 17.
Barry, you run the risk of talking yourself back down those stairs without an investment.
Okay.
The reason I asked if you've been
Damn.
a Kirby selling person is that I could have told you were, because actually what you used to do is stand in people's room, bombard them and barrage them exactly the way you're trying to do with us now until they capitulate and buy that carpet cleaner.
Exactly
Yeah.
what I told you, right?
Exactly. It's,
Basically,
it's-
sell it to you in a way where if you don't buy it, they'll kill you.
exactly. It's like that Wilkins coffee ad, like drink Wilkins coffee or die ad by Jim Henson. Remember when the other
Yeah, that's a
character would
Kermit
just
the Frog thing, right?
Yeah. It was technically Kermit the Frog's early Wilkins coffee.
I've seen the selling techniques, which
Yep.
I have to say really, really annoys me. You are talking
Me too.
about a pyramid selling scheme. I've got to tell you, for me,
I like how he nods to that shit.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a pyramid selling scheme.
Bro, this man is at least like, he's stupid, but he's honest with his claim.
me, that is a combination that I
That's my expression right now.
Yep,
That's
yep,
a fucking
yep.
expression right now.
Dude, like, this is my expression at their failure being scam
from.
artists.
Okay, that's fine.
So I have no reason to invest. I'm out.
Okay.
The atmosphere in the den is darkening. A furious Deborah Meaden wants nothing to do with the duo. And she's not the only dragon to be alienated by the pitch.
As a business
Dramatization.
proposition, does this excite me for £150,000? No. Working with Barry would just
It looks like
drive
an
me
Oblivion
crazy.
character.
I don't think I could handle it.
Have you heard of the High Elves?
Oh my goodness. And he just like shits on Barry too. Like Barry, he's just like, I
Well,
would
he's
drive.
right. Well, he's
Yeah,
right.
I would go nuts working with that guy. Crap. Like I
For
would
those
avoid
reasons,
that guy.
guys, I'm out.
Yeah. I love what they do with the lighting to show off his sweat.
Yeah, the expressions he has on his face. This is gold.
Mustafa, if his face is sweating that much, I wonder how much his balls are sweating.
Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty.
2 dragons are out. So far, Barry's been dominating proceedings. But Peter Jones wants to know more about his business partner.
Paul, how do you work with this guy?
Very well.
you keep-
I love his enthusiasm.
No, I get Barry. I don't get you.
Leave her in
Do you
the
do
product.
everything Barry says?
No, not at all.
That's
Not
the
at
whole,
all.
that's the benefit. When
That's-
two men in a business always agree, one of them is unnecessary.
What?
What
Yo,
the hell?
this
Like,
is-
he's asking Paul the question. Barry, shut the hell up.
And Joe, did you hear that line? It's like this. It's like the statement in every fucking like pyramid scheme con artist's Instagram bio.
Wait, say that. Can you play that again?
No, I get Barry. I don't get you.
Leave her
Do
in
you
the
do
product.
everything Barry says?
No, not at all.
That's
Not
the
at
whole,
all.
that's the benefit. When two men in a business always agree, one of them is unnecessary.
What?
The two of them.
So when two men in a business agree, one of them is unnecessary.
Huh? That's like saying, okay, if two men agree, one of them is unnecessary. Okay, what? So how does that make the other person unnecessary? Basically, what you're trying to say is you're the boss. Like, and he's your bitch. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Let's go.
How much money have you made? Have you got money to put into it?
Yes, I have. I put in £150,000.
So you put in 150,000 of your own cash.
Yes.
And Barry?
I'm about 50 and about $1 million in hard work.
What the fuck? This smart little shit. Okay, first of all, he puts one third of what Paul puts in. 1/3. And then claims, $1 million in hard work. Like, that's slimy way to cover up. That cover up. Like, it's a way to, like, you know, sort of like window dress his claims. Like,
No.
goddamn, this man's getting exposed.
Have you got any more money, Paul?
Of course I've got more money.
How much more money have you got?
Well, I don't think that concerns you.
Actually, it fucking does.
Well, not only that, I actually asked someone the same question. How much money have you made? And how much money you have? So, and they dodged the question exactly the same way.
Bro, like my thing is if I go to Dragon's Den, I'm going there because I'm all in into my business. If I'm not all in into my business, I can't expect someone else to put effort into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's my business. I got to be all into it first before I start asking other people.
Yeah, it's kind of like a personal question, like how much money you have, but at the same time,
you're asking for him. Like I wouldn't ask
for
this
his
to
investment.
I wouldn't ask you about it, but if someone comes to me asking for an investment, I'll be like, well, how much money did you put in it? How much money do you have left? Why aren't you putting it all in?
Exactly. Like, you need to know what their financial standing is, especially the financial health of not only the company, the person, because you never know who's going to run away with the money, right? That's your money.
I wish Gordon Ramsay
It does
was a
get-
judge on this show.
Yeah.
Oh man, Gordon Ramsay would have just ripped these guys apart.
You would have put like 2 pieces of bread on their face and been like idiot sandwich.
All right, let's keep going.
How much money have you got?
Probably about 10 million in the bank, let's say.
Well, I don't think that's
That's one of the biggest flexes I've seen.
Damn, that's a hell of a flex, yeah.
He's like, how much money you got? And I'm like, 10 million just sitting in the bank. And he just says it so casually.
Yeah.
And that too, 10 million is probably like, let me just check. I don't know even how much that is, but that's quite a bit.
10 million pounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be at least like double, like, 20 million Canadian or something. Yeah, around approximately that is.
Yeah, so that's like 17 million pounds.
Wow. Okay, well, 17 million pounds.
There's 17 million dollars. I mean, 17 million
Oh,
dollars.
dollars. Okay. 10 million pounds, 17 million. Okay, perfect. All right, let's keep going.
Well, I'll tell you why it's a valid question. If you've got the money, why aren't you putting the bloody money on the
let us
table?
explain why.
To explain?
We want your expertise, your knowledge, so that we can really go.
What the fuck is this guy's point? So he wants their money and expertise?
Okay, and they're giving you their expertise right now.
So why you can't have both? You either want their expertise or you want their
money.
Money.
Exactly.
Well, why should I give you money for you to get knowledge from me?
Well, we're not a charity. We're not going to let you have equity.
What do you mean you're
in
not
our
a charity? You want knowledge from me and my money.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That's why we're here.
I haven't got mug written over my forehead, you know.
Ooh, there's no mug written all over my forehead.
He makes an amazing point, though.
Yeah. Like, he's the one putting his money. He's the one putting his money.
Yeah.
An enraged Peter Jones has blasted the duo. The Dragons are clearly infuriated by the entrepreneurs themselves.
The man's facial expressions throughout it.
Barry and
Yo, this better, for the arrogance they got, this better be the best fucking water to drink.
Paul's only hope now is to salvage their pitch by proving their water tastes as good as they say.
Yeah, exactly.
Barry, it tastes terrible.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The water tastes terrible.
Right after set.
After this entire pitch, the water tastes terrible.
Yo, I can't take this anymore.
We've had all these conversations, but nobody's sort of tasting the water.
Has it been that long?
Taste that water.
That's because it's warm, that's why.
Unusual taste.
That's because it's warm.
Just get me out of there.
And, yo, I love how this guy thinks he's getting roofied. He's like, I think they put something in this.
Give him a clean glass.
No way. There's something in it.
There's nothing in it. Use your glass and go and get a drink of that water.
Mayhem erupts in the den.
That's got nothing to do with the cold. It's got an aftertaste.
The Dragons declare Barry and Paul's water to be totally unpalatable.
It's revolting.
My kids will throw that back at you.
Theo Paphitis demands an explanation.
Taste it. Does it taste terrible or not?
It doesn't taste terrible, but it certainly doesn't taste as good as it should do.
It doesn't
But the
taste
machine
like
has
water.
What the
it's a brand
hell?
spanking.
He just said it doesn't taste as good as it should be. What the? What kind of bloody moron is this?
Honesty, yo.
Yo, at this point, I can sell a pyramid scheme better than this guy.
Right? It's like this man. He's like, you made so many bold claims and you can't even back them up. Come on.
I don't even understand fully how an MLM works. I don't understand it fully, but I could probably do a better job. I mean, I already know.
All right, let's
It needs to
continue.
be flushed and everything else properly. This is why it's here.
It needs to be set up for a longer period
Yes,
of time.
exactly. And it's
Oh
in order
my
for that to
God.
start working properly.
So
What
you-
is the temperature of that, Barry?
21 degrees.
Just listen to me, 'cause I'm getting really annoyed now. I'm complaining not about the temperature, but the fact it's got a terrible, appalling aftertaste. So don't make excuses about the temperature. I'm out.
It's all but over for Barry and Paul. They've been blasted by Theo Paphitis. Now Duncan Bannatyne and Peter Jones step forward to have their say.
You know, the thing is, what gets me is this. You did all these tests on this water to show your water is the best.
Yes,
Then I tested your water,
yes.
and it's rubbish. We all tested it, we all said the same thing. And then you said that's because that machine hasn't been flushed.
In order for you to see our machine in its full operation, it would have been fair for this machine to be here overnight.
Oh, come on.
Well, you've gone from
They would have
you've gone
done
from
justice.
You've gone from an hour and a half to all night now.
Wow.
But it doesn't really answer my question. And you know, I'm not going to invest in it, so I'm out.
Paul, Barry, you've basically brought a product here that lives or dies on the back of the quality that it produces.
Can I say, in all the times that we've tasted that water, amongst you Dragons, that's the first time that's been like this. That's all I can say to you.
What the hell?
I think enough has been said by everybody else, and I don't think you're here necessarily to be insulted. So, good luck in your endeavours, but I'm
Thank
not
you.
going to invest in the business, and I'm out.
Okay. Okay.
Barry and Paul have felt the full force of the Dragon's wrath. It may have been a confident start, but it takes more than a forceful sales pitch to part the Dragons from their cash.
Barry, Paul, what did you think of that?
Well, we knew, you know, what the dragons are like.
Did you know that it wasn't going to taste good with that amount of standing time beforehand?
I did. As soon as I looked at the reading on it, the water was 25 degrees. It was too hot. It should be 4.
But Theo kept pointing out it
come
wasn't
on.
the temperature he was worried about. So does the colder temperature disguise the weird flavour?
No, it doesn't actually disguise it. But as the filters are working, the temperature comes down as it passes through the
So
filters.
it hadn't gone through the filters
No, it needs
enough,
to go
enough
all
time.
through. It's not enough time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well done. All the very best.
Thank you.
What BS? What BS? First he makes these claims and then, you know, it's like, oh, it wasn't enough. Like, you should have told us that beforehand. Isn't this something you should tell us beforehand?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Now, if it doesn't live up to those standards and expectations, then you start making excuses for it. It's like, oh, it didn't do this, it didn't do that. But you're asking for a shit ton of money and an investment, and you're selling it. Oh, another one.
Yeah, this is
Another one.
another one. And this one's, yeah, let's just discuss the previous one before we move on to the next one.
Yeah, what were you saying, Paul?
Wait, have any of you like seen the Shark Tank thing where it's like the guy who is like trying to sell them like a wristwatch thing that vibrates or something,
Oh,
and then he pisses off
The
Kevin
ion
O'Leary.
strap or some shit, and
Is
Mark
it
Cuban was
Pavlok?
like, this guy.
Pavlok, right?
I think it was Pavlok.
Pavlok. I think it was like Kevin O'Leary gets very pissed off at the end. I think. I remember it's like his claims towards lizard brain, reptilian brain, and it's like very pseudo-scientific terms because there's no like science behind it, and I could just take the wrist off, like the watch off, and boom. We should do a review on that, by the way. I want to do a review on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that video like ready. But
Yeah.
Hopefully, for
Next
the
time.
Yeah.
Next time we'll do a review on that. So yeah, let's keep the Pavlok one. And it's it was so ridiculous that he makes this claim and then Kevin O'Leary actually offers him something, and he still rejects it because he doesn't want to work with him. It's like, why?
He's like, get the
Except
fuck
for
out
Mr.
right now.
Wonderful. I can't
What
work.
the hell? Like, yeah, what the hell? Why the hell were you even there to begin with? Moron. Like, that man was a moron.
Yeah, you're gonna see another moron, like an even worse
Oh
moron.
my god.
Wait, does it have as well good of a twist where it's like, oh, this water is terrible?
I hope it does. I hope it does.
Yeah, but yeah, Mustafa, what's your opinion on the previous video we just watched?
The previous video, my opinion is like it was he from the get-go practically revealed it was an obvious like multi-level marketing pyramid scheme. Paul was just dragging. Yeah, and Paul just dragged this poor guy Paul in it, and Paul probably invested a lot more than this Barry guy. And Barry is like extremely bullish. It's like he jumps through the facts, fact, info dumping. This is a technique called fire hosing. Fire hosing is like you dump as many facts as possible in a short amount of time. And this is a propaganda technique too. You dump all these facts, but when you don't give the other person enough time to actually examine these facts. So when you actually like ask the questions, this is where you say you have to call out the person. Oh, hang on, I did not get that. Can you repeat that? And then you constantly question them on each and everything. So try to get them to slow down and see the flaw. Like that's my advice to people, that they'll be using tactics like that. And yeah, of course, he became the stereotypical vacuum seller.
Yeah, it's
fire hosing. That's
fire hosing.
Destroying. It's just fire hosing. It's like
Fire
it's
hosing.
destroying with logic and facts, yo. Just destroying with.
Yeah, and again, these people say, "Oh, we destroyed." There's a lot of videos that say, "Oh, this and so destroyed this person with logic and facts," but all they did, and I've seen people like Ben Carson, I believe. I've seen Jordan Peterson do it. I've even seen like many personalities do it, different podcasts. That Muhammad Hijab, our favorite guy, Muhammad Hijab. I've seen him do it, and I've seen that they just dump all the facts, but they never exactly examine. Like, this is just to win, strong arm, and fool the gullible person into thinking you're more knowledgeable. But in reality, even Zakir Naik, I've even seen Zakir Naik do it. Like, dump all these facts, but then if you actually closely, his medical doctor knowledge, when you actually test it, it's bullshit.
Yeah, I thought he tested for mental retardation. My bad.
I feel like, he was a medical doctor and then he didn't even know what evolution was or what a theory was. So it was embarrassing. And then he dumps all this info on, the guy who actually questioned evolution. So, this is a very similar bullish tactic. It's like a sales tactic, very bullyish, like the Dragon's Den hosts pointed out.
Yeah. And John Paul, just to make you feel jealous, guess what I found?
Yo, Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards!
Pokemon! Gotta catch them all!
Unless they're STDs.
God damn it!
Alright, so next video. This one, you guys thought the last one was hilarious. This one's even worse. So this is in the Canadian Dragon's Den.
Oh, this one's in the Canadian one. Okay.
So you got Kevin O'Leary.
Really nice.
Scotia Bank, Dragon's Den.
Of course.
Next into the den, a Brampton, Ontario truck driver with an all-in-one card that rewards shoppers. And he's hoping the Dragons will become investors.
How is this making me money?
Hello, Dragons. My name is Andy Niakis, and I'm from Brampton, Ontario.
Oh my God, he's from
I
Brampton!
stand humbly before you today to offer...
I gotta say it right now. This looks like a pimp suit.
It does. He does have that appearance. Like, he does have a very formal, very calm, nice. I like the appearance. I like the appearance of this man. He seems like a nice dude. But let's keep watching.
Yeah, I just have to point out that it looks like a pimp suit.
For you a historical business opportunity.
Historical.
Huh.
How much money are you looking for, Andy?
He has a scam. He's a fucking scam artist. If he has to like that.
I'm looking for 175,000 of your hard-earned dollars, which works out to $35,000 per dragon, as I would like all 5 of you on board.
What do we get? How much of the company?
If you could please let me finish my pitch, I will lead up to it. I have important information. It's not a
Oh
product.
my God.
You just told Kevin O'Leary to shut the fuck up, kindly.
Yo, if you can't answer that, how much money am I getting out of this? That's poor. It's like, oh, I'll get to it. No, that's not how it works. Like, in the legal field that I work with, right?
Yeah.
If you say that to a judge, or if you say that to anybody, they will answer and even on Parliament and any forum, you answer the damn question. If someone asks you a specific question, I'll get to it is not an excuse. That is a big red flag right there.
Yeah.
Selling?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're so nice, Arlene.
I would like all 5 of you on board. In exchange, you will get a business package within a rapidly growing company.
Wait, what did Paul say?
He stands like a bouncer at a club, being like, yo, can't enter here.
Yeah, he does. He could pull off. He might as well earn more money as a bouncer,
Yeah, and yo, Mustafa, did you hear what he said? He was like, you'll get a business package with our growing company.
Business package? What does this package include? I'm enticed now.
This business package will be responsible in the near future for bringing you huge returns.
What's the fucking return? What's the quantity?
No, and not only that, why is he pausing?
Dramatic effect.
And let me explain. Lioness brings shoppers to retailers in a form of a cashback card. This is going to reward you with a lot of money in the future.
Ta-da!
Oh, come on.
Yo, stare at that for a while.
What in the name of... So the blue card turns into the golden card, and you have money on both sides. What are you trying to sell? I don't get it!
And I like how this is cards, and then the stock footage is carrying
Money.
like money.
And then there's a recycling, too. It's like, this is very weird. And he has all their names on it, too.
These reward points cards with clutter and restriction. With one card, Lioness.
Jim isn't buying it. Jim has that look like, bro, get on with it. What's the fucking return?
What's the return? What's the product? I have no idea what the hell it is.
Guarantees you cash back into your bank account after your routine purchases.
How much? What percentage?
It can vary. It can go from 20 to 40%.
What?
Whoa.
20 to 40%?
Cashback? But what's the catch? 20 to 40%? That's a big...
Wait a sec.
Kevin.
I go buy something, I get 20% of the purchase value in cash?
Yes, sir.
That ain't gonna happen.
You got to explain that further, because that doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely.
Let him
Keep
do
going.
So the way, thank you, sir.
You should be sweating.
Oh, you should be. Kevin is like a savage. Kevin O'Leary is savage.
No, I
Kevin
would have...
O'Leary.
Go ahead, John Paul.
Wait, do you want to go first? Or I go first?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Kevin O'Leary is like the evil businessman from the movies who's like, you damn kids, I'm gonna tear your treehouse down and build my super mall here. He gives that energy.
But even he comes across as more sensible. That's the sad real tragedy.
Yeah, no, I like how Arlene is giving him more rope to like hang himself, whereas Kevin and Robert are like waiting to pounce on his ass.
Oh yeah, like again, you know, you want to hear the person out, right? Like otherwise they'll claim that, you know, oh, I wasn't given enough chance, because you don't want to give them any excuses, right? Whereas I know Kevin and the other guy, they're just waiting to pounce on this guy. And yeah, I've kind of like waited to pounce on somebody too, but it's like, you know, just let them speak, let them dig a grave for themselves.
If you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves.
Oh yeah.
Shush.
The way it works is that the shoppers sign up and register for free, and excuse me.
He forgot the script.
Oh man. Okay, what is? Okay, that's just bad. That's just bad. If you do that, I'm like, I have lost confidence in you already.
Yeah, no, like I saw until like 30 seconds ago until Arlene was like, yo, let's pounce. Or like, yo, shut up and let him say his piece. And then I'm like, yo, I gotta save this video for Mustafa. But yeah, like it's pretty. So I don't know what happens from here, but like so far, I thought I could tell it was juicy the moment he was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up," to Kevin O'Leary.
Wow.
I'm just so nervous.
I know this is going to end badly for you. I want you to know that.
Oh, he's just like, you know this. You know when a tiger growls at you, it's like, yeah, it's like I've even seen, dude. This guy has the face of a guy who's facing a terrible coyote or dog. Like, I've been in front of him, like,
Yeah, no, Mustafa, I would have shat my pants if Kevin O'Leary said that to me.
Dude, I kid you not. Like, I've even seen some, like, wrestlers do that. Like, you're not going to get out of here alive. Like, in the promos, right? As part of the script. And, dude, that's exactly what it's reminding me of. You're not going to escape. And then tape up the fist and everything.
Yeah.
Poor man get his picture.
Very badly.
Arlene, I got to know how I get 20% off my retail purchases.
Well, we're going to hear if we let him talk.
Oh my god. He wait. Pause. He learned his script. He practically memorized it.
Yeah.
And he forgot. Okay. Might as well have cue cards. Why the hell would you not bring cue cards, you moron?
Yeah, no, that scares the shit out of me. Like, I feel scared for him.
Yeah, I feel scared for this guy now. Why would you do that?
And
His soul is,
Lioness
just fading
partners
out.
up with retailers to take a sales commission of the sales they generate that particular retailer.
20 to 40%?
But then he's storing in fancy words. How does it work? He hasn't explained the how. He's explained the what.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, at this point, based off of, it's all cap, straight cap.
Oh, yeah.
Your profit margin. Just like a commission-based salesman in a company.
I get it. I don't get it.
I get it.
I'm gonna try to explain to you in a simple term.
If I can help you sign us up, and then the deal is we should go sign up other people, right?
Absolutely.
And they sign up other people.
Isn't that a
Absolutely.
pyramid
Wow. She just practically explained it to him, for him. She's doing his job better than he is.
And then Robert's like, yo, is this a pyramid scheme?
Isn't that oh my goodness. My
We're
goodness.
8 years old in Europe, and a pyramid scheme falls apart at the bottom, correct? Because every time you move to the top, the supporters from this is the shoppers, which register for free.
Right.
And they're motivated to go use their cards at all the
Save money.
retailers.
I don't make any money if someone signs up underneath me.
Yes,
Like
you do.
I do?
Absolutely.
Oh.
That's why it's a
Absolutely.
pyramid scheme.
It's not a
Oh
pyramid.
my
Large
God.
foot.
Circling above your head.
How to become a business partner.
The one that I bought is $10,000, and that's to start in Canada alone.
Andy, how much of a return on your money have you got now?
So far, I'm on my way zero because I've been very busy.
Well, how many years ago did you give him the 10,000?
Basically, it was in steps. The last payment I made was about 3 months ago, where I borrowed money against my house.
Are you serious?
This guy put up his house equity for this?
Man, this is sad. Now I'm feeling bad for this guy.
Look at the disgust on Kevin's face. Like, seriously?
Yeah,
Kevin
like, why
O'Leary's
would you do that? Why would you do that?
It's the first thing you see when you go to hell is Kevin O'Leary being like, this won't end for you.
Yeah.
Why? Because the returns overpower any percentage
When
that
are
I
the
have to-
returns?
Exactly. When are the returns coming? It's been like 8 years since you started and you're at zero.
Yeah, you're still at zero.
The returns are.
When you give him 35,000.
Wait a second. Why would an investor give $10,000 to somebody and never get a return?
You're gonna get a return. You're
When?
guaranteed your return
When?
as soon as you find your 4 directs.
As soon as I'm for direct.
Boom.
Who did you buy this from?
From my ex-wife in Europe.
So he bought it from a mail order wife from Hungary or Bulgaria or wherever they come from.
Ex-wife in Europe. What is she doing in Europe?
Scamming people.
Oh, yeah.
As you know.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep going.
Honestly. Boom.
How much has she made?
It's hard to say because it's in Hungarian forints.
Oh my God.
Evil now.
It's an easy conversion.
Yeah, like you might as well just convert that, and then didn't you bother looking at those numbers?
I think the odds of you getting money from the Dragons is pretty low. Gotta be honest.
Why is that? It's a straightforward business. I mean,
Andy,
here's the way it
here's
works.
the deal.
Just simply.
You're losing us.
Line us up here, okay? Here's me, and here's the 5 dragons under me.
And there's a big foot above you about to squash you.
Why?
He's just laying out the pyramid, and then Kevin Lurie's putting the foot up above him. God damn.
because it's a really stupid idea.
Just hold on. Can you finish that analogy for me so that it's you?
Yes. Here's Lioness, here's me, and here comes the 5 dragons underneath me.
Underneath, got it.
And they start to build their network.
Yeah, and that gets kind of bigger, right?
Bigger because everybody that you bring in, they're going to bring in somebody.
So I start here.
Yes.
And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. What did I just make, Andy?
So we could
made a triangle pyramid.
You made a cube, good sir.
Back to this nasty P word, the pyramid scheme, which is illegal.
Yes.
Number 1.
Well, it's just.
I thought the nasty P word was prostitute.
God damn. But there's so many nasty P words. There's so many of them. Come on, Nick. Let's keep going.
I use it as an analogy. How's
you know
that?
what? Many people do.
My friend, this is not something that I would ever invest in, and neither should you have. You have, I'm out.
I don't know if it's a pyramid or not, but my reaction is I'm not comfortable selling.
I think I know why he said that. He doesn't want lawsuits from people called.
Exactly. Like, I think, they claim that, oh, we're a pyramid scheme. They would say, oh, they're disparaging us. Sort of like a slander and libel, that is.
Yeah.
So, and you can actually win big with slander and libel. So it can be a heavy lawsuit.
Yeah, no.
Especially in Canada. You can win big over here over slander and libel. You can win more over sexual assault or assault in slander and libel.
Really?
Yeah. That's where you get more rewards for that if you sue somebody for slander and libel compared to sexual assault. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
This to any of my friends or business associates. So I'm out.
Andy, I don't think you should take any more money and invest it in this. It might not be a good idea. I'm out.
Absolutely no way would I put money into this. This stuff is distasteful. I'm out.
It doesn't impress me. I'm not impressed by the way it's operating as well. So for that reason, I'm out. Okay. Thank you. They'll take that with you. Thanks.
He actually should have taken the sign with him.
Because I'm going to set it on fire right now.
Oh, man.
Yo, how was that, by the way?
Dude, I feel bad for this guy. I was like, oh my God, where is he going with this? And man, I feel bad, like he got tricked by his ex-wife. Of course, they always target the family members, right?
Yeah.
They always hook the family members, and that's where they start. Why would you come to a show like this to get your ass exposed like that? Why?
I love how Arlene was like, okay, Lioness at the top, you, those 5 dragons, and then 5, 5, 5, 5. What the fuck did I just make? And he was standing there like, let's not use the nasty P word.
Oh man, like man was just exposed. But yeah, you were right. Like they were trying to avoid the lawsuit by not calling it a pyramid scheme. Like, but yeah, like they can claim it's slander and libel, right?
Yeah.
But it definitely is. It's just it's just a play on words. That is. Now they call it network marketing. It's a network marketing now. And they're coming up with new fancy terms to it's masking what it really is.
Yeah.
And not only that, here's what I noticed with generally with pyramid scheme or MLMers, and I think we did a video on this where we were comparing them to cults, right? So now I also compared this to like street preachers or Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on your door, or Dawa guys, or those what do you call those missionaries? I'm comparing them to missionaries. It's like, oh, have some belief in us, and then we take your money, but at least they're asking for donations for a god. I have no faith in at all. I have no faith in this. At least in an invisible thing, okay, there might be something. I might have faith in that, but not this.
Yeah.
I know this is unrelated, but I remember one time when I was downtown in Toronto, I had an ice cream, and then there's the guy who yells "Believe," right? And like he went like close behind me and yelled "Believe," and it made me. I remember just getting so angry because I spilled my ice cream after that. And I was like,
Yeah, no.
Wait, what was he trying to preach to you?
no, okay. Do you know the guy who he's near Dundas? He yells "believe" a lot.
Oh yeah, no, Young and Dundas,
Yeah.
right? Right near Blaze Pizza.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yo, guys, bullshit for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. So what was that guy doing?
I don't know. He's kind of just. He's like in the area. It's like, you know, that corner where like most of the preachers like hang out. I think he was kind of just chilling there. It was a while ago. It was like.
Yeah, I've seen some like. Yeah, Nick's pictures and all. Like, I've seen some like Christian preachers, some Muslim preachers on that, and I even asked them the question, and they're like, "Oh, we're all brothers," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "You haven't even read your own book, have you?" Like, I just borrowed some books because hey, they were free, right? So it's like, you know what? I'll take a read to this. I even found a package where there was a sister something. And then it was talking about her miracles, how she survived, and all that stuff. It got really weird. That stuff. Like, what is this? I was curious, but I just wanted to know the story. So yeah, I was just handed this like flyer, where I forgot her name, sister. It escapes my mind at the moment. But yeah, back to these guys. The last guy I just felt bad for, dude. I just feel bad for him.
I like that the guys on Dragon's Den weren't even like going hard on him. It was like the only one who was kind of mean was like O'Leary, but it was just in a way of but like everyone else was like, you know, I won't invest at all. So I'm like,
O'Leary is just mean and like looking forward to it, and I think he was the same to like the Pavlov guy too. Like O'Leary is like this, you know. I actually respect the man a lot. That at least he grilled the crap out of you, or grilled the shit out of you, whichever YouTube censor, whichever one you want. He will. I think everybody should be like that. You need to actually examine the facts, poke it a little bit. You can be nicer about it too. But I think Kevin O'Leary has just seen so many of this type, he could smell it from like miles away. Yeah, he could smell it a miles away because of the experience, right?
Yeah, like I kind of just think like if you're a good businessman, you'd be able to poke this kind of bullshit. And like, you just have a natural instinct to poke at stuff and question it.
And I think one of the dragons was chairman of Boston Pizza. I did not know that.
John Trevelyan.
Yeah, no, if that's the case, that's a very experienced up on the upper high echelon of businessmen. And, you know, this is the kind of person who makes their decisions very carefully.
Yeah, and he's an actual financier, right? So he's an actual guy that franchises his work. Or
exactly.
Like his products, right? So he would be able to smell the difference between a pyramid scheme and a legitimate business immediately.
Exactly. Yeah. And Boston Pizza is like a franchise, right? Like it's a multinational franchise, I'm guessing? Yeah. Or is it within Canada?
I think it's within Canada, but it's pretty old and pretty big.
Yeah. It's pretty widespread. Yeah. Like every city has like at least 2 or 3 of those locations of Boston Pizza. So, you know, they mean business.
Oh, yeah. It's in Canada, U.S., and Mexico.
Okay, yeah, so it is a multinational. Perfect. Yeah, it is a multinational, and if that's the case. But yeah, that was something. Those 2 experiences were something. The first 2 guys, I did not feel bad. But maybe for Paul, I kind of feel bad for Paul. Maybe for Paul, I feel bad for, but not for Barry, because Paul is probably the guy who's just brainwashed into this, and like, you know, he's been given these promises, but he's invested more money compared to Barry. And in this one, like this man, he takes it from his ex-wife. Why? I'm thinking, why? Just why? Like, it's so... I just felt bad for him, honestly. I just feel like he invested so much, $10,000, put money against his house, and then, just to raise funds for this. And oh man, people lose out. Like, this is just one example. Imagine how many examples there are out there.
Yeah, no, I was in the middle of making something about pyramid schemes, but due to various issues that I'm sorting out, hopefully I'll get it out soon as well. But yeah, no, this is a real shady business. There's like a pyramid style marketing, franchising, real estate businesses and such, or partnerships and such, have this kind like a structure, but at the end of the day, they give salaries. They follow all the legal frameworks that you have to. Whereas pyramid schemes look at how to dodge every legal framework and barely.
Well, keep in mind, in a pyramid scheme, the seller is the customer. They're not interested in selling the product. They're interested in getting the sales staff only. So, whereas in at least like the other businesses you mentioned, they're interested in selling the product, the service. So they want to make money off of that, not by having sellers, because they have to pay the seller's salaries or like the partner's salaries and commissions. But here, they're ripping off. It's doing the opposite. The partner or the employee is paying their boss. It's the other way around. That is not fair.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen the Dragon's Den thing where they take the guy who like was selling Pavlok, but then they edit it so it's a kid instead, so it's just O'Leary screaming and like cussing out a 10-year-old.
Oh my god, yeah, because the 10-year-old had like it was a separate video, but then they tell the 10-year-old like get out. It was edited. I nearly fell for it, to be honest. I nearly fell for it. But then I said, no, this is a different one. It's actually the Pavlok one. It's the Pavlok one.
Idiot, he's a con artist.
Oh man, in the world of business, you meet a lot of con artists like that. A lot of con artists. But yeah, anything else we have to review for today, Nick, in the Nick of Time podcast?
No, that was it for today. How was it? Just any closing remarks or statements that you guys want to make?
Start with Paul.
Nick, you should change your podcast name to Big Dick Nick or like something like that.
I'll only change it for tips. Just the tips. Yeah, I know. Whenever I do a live stream, if someone tips me, I'll be like, just a tip.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Now my final remarks, because John Paul is done. Thank you guys for having me over. It's I would love to do reviews like this more. I really enjoyed it. We've done some MMA reviews. We've talked about multi-level marketing. We've done on the gin and tonic as well. We've been on, we've done a lot of variety of things. So I always have fun with you guys.
Yeah, hopefully we can do this stuff again.
Absolutely.
Anyways, yeah. Thanks for whoever watched, and hopefully you guys like this content. Please leave a comment.
Right.
Take care, guys.
Bye, guys.